Yo, what's good, guys? It's me, Ryan, and today is the first anniversary of The Lost Child, and it's still not finished. Look at my lazy ass. So I was wondering what I should do to celebrate it, maybe work on it for a change, and I decided, you know what? Let's do a trivia. I'm going to tell you guys some things that you may or may not have known about The Lost Child, including some extra information that has never been put out before. But first, real quick, please consider liking and subscribing. It would help me out a whole lot. So let's get into it. So you almost definitely don't know this unless you're a real OG. But when I first released episode 1, it was originally called The Lost Kid. Not The Lost Child, The Lost Kid. It wasn't until episode 2 released that I thought, you know what? The Lost Kid doesn't sound all that great. Maybe I should change it to The Lost Boy. But then The Lost Child came up and I was like, oh, that sounds so much more epic. I'm doing that. Actually, I'm pretty sure I didn't touch episode 1 until after I released episode 2 as The Lost Child episode 2. And I released it while episode 1 still said The Lost Kid episode 1. And I'm sure someone was confused, but I went back to episode 1 immediately to change the name, so yeah. And that's how the iconic name was born. Another thing I decided to share with y'all is each character's canon birthday. So let's get into that. So Ryan's canon birthday is July 12th, 2011, which you guys probably know is my real life birthday. Nick was born 5 days later on July 17th, 2011, and I decided to make Jack a little bit older, so his birthday is May 27th, 2011. Nick was born on February 11th, 2008, and actually Gregory also has a birthday, and that is March 16th, 1985. And then finally, the Lost Child, Alfred himself, also has a birthday, December 6th, 1909. So yeah, that's their canon birthdays, so there you go. Another fact about The Lost Child that's actually kind of funny is I've been winging it the whole time. Not a single thing in The Lost Child was scripted whatsoever. I just went along. In fact, I didn't think about the ending at all until like maybe episode 4. In fact, legitimately, all that was on my mind when I made the first episode was the mystery of this kid that died 100 years prior and is now said to be haunting the world. That's it. I even had concepts, like small kind of concepts of like the Lost Child chasing the kids around outside during the dark and all stuff like that. And now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure like 80% or more of the plot lines in the series were come up with on the spot. I'll give you one true example. Jack's capture was never supposed to happen. And it was all come up with by a lost shirt. That's right, you guys. That scene in episode 2 where Jack says,
"Oh, yeah, I was getting itchy, so I kind of switched my shirt in the middle of the night while you guys weren't looking,"
was supposed to literally just mean that. But then, after the episode came out, I thought, you know what? I could do something with that. What if I made that Jack actually the lost child and then come up with a plotline later on about Jack being captured? So yeah, losing that orange shirt that I had for Jack already forced me to change Jack's shirt in the series, which led to that ginormous plotline. Now, obviously, eventually, I just started losing shirts left and right because I'm just forgetful. So it got to the point where I just started having to make more and more plot lines about people switching shirts for certain reasons. But you know what? Whatever. Even though it is kind of stupid, I mean, what am I going to do? I'm just so forgetful. I'm trying my best, though. Now, I know the video was fairly short, and it was supposed to be, but I just want to say before I cap off the video, I am so sorry with how much I've been lacking off The Lost Child, in the past several months. I don't think I've released Lost Child episodes regularly in more than 9 months, which is just so disappointing for me, and I'm sure for you guys too. And I've been trying so hard to release Lost Child episodes faster, but they're just getting harder to make, and to be completely honest, I'm losing motivation. I'm actually thinking about canceling the series, but I really do not want to do that because I want you guys to see the ending so badly, but you guys, it's just getting so hard. The early episodes were so easy to make because not only were they short, they were just worse quality, also, I'm going to admit. But now that I'm trying to get the episodes to be higher quality, just, it's getting so much harder. And I'm really sorry for slacking off, but I'm really trying, you guys. I want you to see the end of the series, but unfortunately, if I really have to, I might cancel it. But I just wanted to celebrate the first anniversary of the series because the first episode came out exactly 1 year ago today. So, yeah, there you have it. So, you guys, thank you so much for watching. And like I said already, consider liking and subscribing. And I will see you guys later.